Hey guys, what's up? My name is PhDPS, and I am doing today. Well, let me explain what I'm kind of doing today. So I know I showed you guys in many of my recent videos what my build was, my Water Mage build, but I've decided that that's not the perfect build for that thing, and there are actually many flaws in it that I didn't realize, like differences between mana steal and mana regen that I didn't even notice at that point. So I've come up with a better sort of build for it. So first things first, you can have Lunar Spine or Pure. This one's Lunar Spine because Lunar Spine is way easier to get than a Pure. I might be looking into getting an Ethereal. If I do, I will update this video. I'll get rid of this video and I'll, update with Ethereal. I honestly don't know much about Ethereal. I have to look into it. I think it's level 90 water, right? I don't know. I don't use Ethereal. So, don't worry about the powders. The powders are just what I've done. If you want to put powders on any of these items, then put them on these certain items, is kind of what I'm saying. Just get the boosts and stuff. And they can be T4 for all anyone should really care about. So, let's start with the stats you'll need. Or, let's start with the items, what you want. You're going to want Mementos, Dark Channeler, Soul Signal, Third Eye, Reminder, Moon Pearl Pool Circlet, Prowess, Calming Torque, and Lunar Spine. Now, there are some switch-ins for this. This is a very powerful Glass Cannon-esque build, which is dumb to do on a mage, but if you're with a group, you can stay behind and do massive DPS to anything that comes your way. That is even if they do have water defense because of the ability with your weapon, the curse you put on them. So let's start at the stats you'll need. You will need 35 agility. At least, okay. This is interesting. If you don't have prowess, because it can either be prowess or squid anklet. If you don't have prowess, you need 40 agility, 75 intelligence, and 45 dexterity for all of these things. Now, that meets the agility minimum for Lunar Spine, the intelligence minimum for Third Eye, and the dexterity minimum for the Dark Channeler and the Soul Signal. Now, here's the thing about this. I did say there were switch-ins. So instead of prowess, you can have a squid anklet with 2/4 mana regen. I had a concentration, but I decided I would take a Moon Pool Circlet instead, just because it gives more than just the 2/4 mana regen. A Max Reminder is great for getting as much water damage, as much intelligence as you possibly can have. Now, let's move on to the IDs that you'll want on the items. I would recommend having the 3 to 4 mana regen on the Mementos. 4 is preferred. Now, the spell damage needs to be at least, I don't know, let's say 10 or 15. It doesn't matter as much. And then the spell damage needs to be... See, there's the problem with this Mementos, is it's not 200 spell damage. I think you can get up to 202 something. I don't know about Memento spell damage. But I know it has to be higher than 150 if you want to do massive damage. The lifesteal doesn't really matter that much since you can heal it back up anyways. Just make sure it's not like too much, like 150 or something. I think it goes up that high. I'm not sure. And as you can see, I put 2 powders on it to get the concentration bonus. I would recommend either putting that on your Memento. You could put it on your Third Eye. Even your Soul Signal if you really wanted to. Or your Dark Channeler, now that I think about it. You can put it on pretty much anything. I would prefer to put it on the Mementos, though. Just because I put the Thunder Powders on the Soul Signal. So, then you have the Dark Channeler. Now, my Dark Channeler is interesting. I would have gone for a 2/4 mana regen. But the thing is, this has 381 spell damage. So, that's why I'm keeping it. Of course, the Earth Defense and the Air Defense are a major hit down on your defenses. But as you can see, it also gives thunder and water damage, which is good for this build since my Lunar Spine has both thunder and water damage. Now, here's the Soul Signal. My Soul Signal has 305 spell damage. All you really need to care about on this thing is the spell damage itself. As long as it's not under like 250. Anything above 250 you should use. Now the Third Eye. My third eye is 125 spell damage, which is pretty high, pretty fucking high for a third eye. So if you don't have good spell damage on it, it's not a big deal because it's not much anyways, as long as it has 4/4 mana regen. I cannot stress this enough. It needs 4/4 mana regen. Another bonus is its intelligence. You can get good intelligence from it as well if you'd like. Reminder, it has to be 8. If you want to be 7, you can do that, but, you know, I prefer 8. It's just better for me. Moonpearl Circlet, this is from the Kira Hive, from the water area. They're stuck stats. You can't change them. Prowess, again, stuck stats. But if you do have a Squid Anklet, I encourage you to get a 2/4 Squid Anklet. Nothing below that. Don't go for a 1/4. Those are bad. 2/4s are what you need. They only cost like, I don't know, 2 to 3 LE. Sometimes. Some people bargain for 4, which is what I'm trying to get right now. And then Calming Torque. This was actually not part of the original build I had, but I found this a while ago, and I decided I'd use this instead because it gives intelligence. As you can see, I have max intelligence and water damage. So if you have a Calming Torque, go for the max intelligence. The water damage isn't as big of a deal, nor is the water defense. You don't need to care about the water defense. Now, Lunar Spine. I have 2/4 mana regen and 18% spell damage on this Lunar Spine. Make sure the water damage is not too high, because you lose a lot of water damage on this thing. But with all this, you should make up for it. Make sure it at least has 2/4 mana regen, is I guess what I'm trying to say. And as you can see, I have 2 T6 water powders on it and 1 T6 thunder powder. That completely negates the neutral damage. It does barely any neutral damage. It's all water and some thunder. It's a great build, trust me. Even if things have that defense in water and thunder, you can curse them and still do massive amounts of damage on your own. Now let's move on. I think I already did the stats. So let me try to put things on right now. Put on the make sure you put on the prowess first so you get the bonuses, because look, hello? Let me put that on. So now I have enough for the third eye. I have enough for the soul signal, for the dark channeler, for the memento, and for the lunar spine. Now, these are what my stats will look like now. But I still have 53 stat points. So what you're going to want to do is, I would recommend going 10 in strength, 10 in defense, and then just pumping the rest of it into intelligence, so you have so much look at that. What just happened to my intelligence thing? It's gone now. I've reached the maximum amount of points in that skill. Can you believe that? Okay. I'm gonna put the rest in agility. You've got 11,000 health, so that's good. The prowess gives a ton of health for this build, and I love it. Let's see how much damage we do. This is the snake, does about 700 damage. Whoops, what did I do? 1,000 damage. So it's doing roughly 1,000 water damage, so about 2,000 damage. Hello? Don't lag with me, please. Yeah, so it does about 2,000 damage per. Now that keeps him in place for you. Once you do that, you go hit him with the meteor. Look at that damage. I can't really pause that damage, but if you can see that damage, that is over 4,000 damage, I think, with one of these things. Maybe, no, that's over 5,000. Actually, I can just see how much I'm doing by the guys. So you stay there. He has 40,000 health, 35,000. So they're doing about 5,000 per. Wow, that one did almost 10,000. That one did 8,000 damage. That one. So it ranges a lot, but they do so much damage, and it's incredible. Your healing, well, your healing doesn't matter, and your mana regen's so fast. Like, look at me go. But I can't go anymore. Excuse me. I just wait a little bit then. And boom, I can go again. How many is that? And in another second I can keep going again. It's amazing. I love this build. So I'll show you the stats right now. Once I get back to the center of the town. The character info. I'll show you the defenses. Now mind you, the defenses are not the best. We do have negative air and negative thunder and negative earth. Earth is going to be your big weakness for this, because that dark channeler destroys your earth defense, completely obliterates it. But we do have water and fire defense, which is good. And of course we got a lot of health as well. Now we have 11 mana regen every 4 seconds. Now mind you, you don't have to wear the soul signal and the dark channeler are very optional. If you want to do a more bulkier build, you can wear either a Libra or a Veyward, or even an Aquarius if you want. At least a 6/4 Aquarius. The Aquarius would be wonderful, do wonders for you. For the spell damage, mine gives 19 spell damage, and it has the 6 out of 4. Look at that. Down at the bottom over there, 998 spell damage with 22% plus on that. Your melee damage is lowered, of course. You know, you got that lifesteal lesson, so you take damage when you do regular hits. But those stats are pretty nice, are they not? Look, plus 29 intelligence. That's pretty goddamn good. Water damage is plus 21, so we're not in the negatives. Your earth defense, your air defense are crap. Your earth damage is crap, so don't expect to do too much on that. And yeah, that's my build, guys. I hope you like that. I hope this helps you. Do a mage build. Of course, the prowess makes it a level 100 build. I don't think anything else is too difficultly accessible. No. Everything else is really easily accessible, under level 96. And you don't even have to wear reminders if you want. You can wear 2 moon pools to make it under 94, I believe. Yeah, under a 94 build. And it's a really good build, guys. I appreciate it. I love the build. I think I got this idea from Hippie a long time ago, from one of his water build videos. And then I just kind of formed it from there on what I wanted, just to get the most damage out of it. And now I do a shit ton of damage and have a shit ton of mana to do all that damage. So thank you guys very much. If you liked the build, go ahead and leave a like and subscribe. Go ahead and tell me in the comments if you want me to do any other builds. I'm currently in the forming a different walk speed build for my archer that actually, you know, works and isn't just for walk speed. That's actually a viable, you know, end game sort of set. It won't be the best, of course, because it's walk speed, but it will be good. Mind you that. Using some of the Kira items, like the boots from the fire thing or the air thing. I think, I'm not sure. It really depends. I'm leveling up an assassin right now, so I could do a build with that. I'm gonna do a complete thunder build right now with that thing. I have a lot of things to do with that. So yeah, if you want to see more, then go ahead and tell me in the comments. Add me as a friend in game, honestly. I don't mind that at all. You can message me in game, ask me if you want to be friends with me. And that sounds good to me. We can do stuff together, maybe. You can be in a video. It doesn't really matter. Anything you want, pretty much. So thank you guys for watching. I will see you later. I've been PHDPS. Thanks for watching this video. I've said that a lot. This has been my build. Let me just... Yeah, bye. Thanks.